morning and hello. It's June 29th, and here are some of our top stories we'll be covering today on the O'Reilly Factor. The Israelis arrest dozens of Hamas officials and round them up. Pregnant Britney Spears poses nude for a major magazine. There's been a problem in the penis pump trial, which is a terrible thing. North Korea feels terribly abused that they're not in the news anymore, so they're refueling their missiles.
Oh, really?
And another bright idea, a man goes under surgery for having a light bulb in his anus. We'll cover these stories and more. Good morning. Continuing trouble out of the Middle East, and it's our job to report it in Gaza City and the Gaza Strip. Israeli troops rounded up dozens of ministers and lawmakers from Palestinians' ruling Hamas party Thursday, including the deputy prime minister himself, while forging ahead with a military campaign in Gaza meant to win the release of just one Israeli soldier.
Oh, really?
The body of a kidnapped 18-year-old Jewish settler was found in the West Bank. Security forces from Israel said he'd been shot in the head. Prime Minister and Palestinian militants, they said they killed Alwa Asuba, whose body was found buried near the West Bank city of Ramallah. Israeli aircraft continued targeting Palestinian targets and blew up a car carrying Palestinian militants in Gaza City, the Israeli military said, but witnessed the state missile missed the vehicle of Matabada, an Islamic Jihad activist. He escaped from the car. Another identified person was wounded. On Wednesday, Israeli warplanes buzzed as we reported the summer home of Syrian President Masba Assad, who harbors a hardline Hamas leaders in his country. The story will continue. The Middle East is on fire. We'll continue to try to put out the flames. Britney Spears is back in the news for no other apparent reason than she's pregnant again. Pregnant pop princess Britney Spears is bearing all on the cover of Harper's Bazaar magazine. The singer of Baby One More Time posed in the buff for the cover of August issue, and there's also a photo and a spread inside. On the cover, as you see, Spears is sitting, cups her breast with her hands and crosses her legs, showing her protruding belly and smiling for the camera. Nothing to wear, a cover headline asks. 487 best new ideas inside. For some reason, Britney is in the news. I don't know why we report it. And there's been some more real awkward moments around this peanut pump. It's a penis pump trial in Oklahoma, serving on the jury in an indecent exposure trial unfolding in this conservative Oklahoma town has been a giggling-inducing experience. Former Judge Donald Thompson, a veteran of 23 years on the bench on this trial, charges he used a penis pump on himself in the courtroom while sitting in the judge's chair.
Oh, really?
For the past few days, the jurors have watched the defense attorney and prosecutor pantomime masturbation. A doctor has lectured on the lengths of the defendant was willing to go to enhance his sexual performance.
Oh, really?
A white-handled sexual device sits before the jury box for hours at a time. Occasionally, an attorney picks it up and squeezes the handle, demonstrating the sound of the air rushing through the contraceptive's contraption's breathing tube. So this judge he's on trial for using a penis pump in public, and that's the problem if you're going to pump. More weird stuff going on. Operation removes light bulb from anus. Not your anus, this guy's butt. Reuters reports in Pakistan that Fatah Muhammad, a prison inmate in Pakistan, says he woke up last weekend with a glass light bulb in his anus. Wednesday night,
really?
doctors brought Mohammed's misery to an end after a 1.5-hour operation to remove the object. Not a very bright idea. Thanks to Allah. Now I feel comfort. Today I had my breakfast, and I was just drinking water and nothing else. Mohammed, a gray-bearded man in his 40s, told Reuters from the hospital bed in the city of Multan in Pakistan. We had to take it out intact, said the doctor, Dr. Farah Atta, at the Nestar Hospital. Had it been broken inside, it would have been a very, very complicated situation. Broken light bulbs in your butt. And more news out of North Korea. Our little buddy Kim continues to get problems from the rest of the world as he fuels his missile on the launching pad and is waiting to scare the hell out of the rest of the world. First America, then Russia, then Japan. Now China says, don't launch the missile. China's premier urged North Korea on Wednesday to refrain from launching a missile, saying the move would aggravate the region's tensions and further frustrate negotiations over Pyongyang's nuclear programs. Premier Wang Hangdang remarks it was the first time that a senior Chinese official has spoken about the reports that China's longtime ally and neighbor, North Korea, was preparing to test this missile. We are paying close attention to the information, and we're following the developments of the situation very closely. Isn't that what they always say? And now for the most emailed stories of the day. Naturally, the awkward moments at the penis pump trial is number one. Operation Moon's light bulb from Pakistani Pak. That's the number 2 story. New film starring DiCaprio rattles the diamond industry. We got to talk about that tomorrow. Pennsylvania keeps its fingers crossed for floods ebb, because it's still raining back there. And the Vatican's worried about positions on the family. Well, the Vatican should be, especially with the priest problem, because the positions of the priests are the things you have to worry about. Thanks for joining us today on The Factor. We'll be back tomorrow with more fresh, fried, good.
Oh, really?